your actual name. That's why you can't let people know your name. For people like you, for
I'm not.
people like you who just throw you that in your face, man. What's your problem? You know, I just look down your name. You really have OVO.
Hold on, we gotta announce it properly, bro. We
Hey,
live. We live.
I know we live,
We.
but I couldn't ignore that.
Oh, I told you all.
Why you have OVO,
I
Bruce?
told you all I was doing this.
When you say that,
I tell you that.
no, I use a problem with OVO, Bruce.
Anyways, yes, I'm not only Bruce Wayne anymore.
But
I am OVO Bruce now.
you was a jokey dude, bro. You are a funny guy. You are a funny guy. Oh my god. Welcome back. Hey, okay, so this is weird. This is awkward. Not awkward, but it feels this has been a while since we've done this.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I feel
it's
like an
weird.
absent father.
I showing you it. I felt I've been neglecting my child for milk for ages. Like
Oh,
I
oh,
just don't know. It's
terrible,
just
terrible.
I gotta get back into the groove of things and actually, assimilate myself to this thing. But
Yeah.
welcome guys. I don't even know what episode this is. It's episode 50. What episode is this?
I don't even know. Is this 49? I feel like this. Is
Is
this
it
40?
40? I feel like it's 50. I feel like we left off at 49. Which is weird in itself.
Yeah.
But I feel like we left off at 40. You know what? You know what? We'll number this part later.
Yeah, man. Y'all know
We'll,
what number
we'll
it
figure
is.
this. We'll figure out the number of this part later. Just know, your guy from the Otaku Summit is back. He is back. First and foremost, this is your boy Kuma talking to you live and direct, and I am here with, I guess, now known as OVO Bruce for some
Oh
reason.
yeah. Gang gang.
Listen, if you guys have been present for the entirety of 2024, I would assume you can gather why this man is called OVO Bruce and
Oh
where he stands. I don't have to go too much further into that.
yeah.
Oh man, but yes, we are 2/4 of the Otaku Summit. Gang, gang, gang. And
Shout out.
missing from us today is Viquel, who had to babysit. Had babysit the nephews, you know. Shout out to Viquel, shout out to Viquel and the
Yes,
nephews,
yes,
wherever
yes.
they may be.
Top flight
And
alley in the world.
yeah, yes. No, the best Ani in the world, the best Ani in the world. And so, moving forward as well, April will not be with us for a while because life is be lifing, and people
Unfortunately.
gotta recharge. So we will miss April. I will find myself a little plushie somewhere just to have the spirit of April present with us
Right.
on this is what we can until she makes her triumphant return. But that is
Hmm.
what's been going on so far with the gang and everything else. But before we get started, you know, I like to lead with love. Before I lead, I like to lead with love. Am I owe you an apology?
Oh really? For what?
Yes. I owe you an apology. Here's why I owe you an apology, right? I realize it is hard to keep up with the abundance of anime and be a gamer at the same time. It
Mm.
is. It is. So
Oh,
I know for years
wow.
we have clowned you, we have cracked on you,
Oh my
right?
god.
Warranted, not warranted. But I will say I understand a bit more now because I have been locked in with Monster Hunter Wilds for weeks and days now. And I'll be
Okay.
very honest, I'm behind on a lot of anime.
Mm.
I'm
It be
behind on a
like
lot of anime. Not name solo leveling. I'm behind on a lot of anime. A
that. It be
lot,
like
a
that.
lot, a lot of anime.
Oh,
I
I
will
know.
say. I
I
will
know.
say. Yes. You know. So, with that being said, I apologize. I get it now. I listen. When you have such an extensive list, and to try and do that in game, it takes up a lot of time. You gotta find time. You gotta manage your schedule.
Yes, you do.
So I can't crack on you as much as I have before. I will crack on you, but I can't crack on you as much as I have before.
I
But with that
appreciate the
being
leading.
yes. But with that being said, you really watch way too much anime.
Oh, I
You really
agree.
watch way too much anime.
I
For
agree.
anyone that knows Omar, his list every season makes no sense. The reason it makes no sense because it's why are you watching this? Why are you watching this many things in one season? You don't care about half of these things. That's one. You don't even. I know
That's
you don't care about half of these things that's on this list. You're just watching it for the.
so hold
You're
on,
watching it for the love of the game.
hold on. In my
All right,
defense,
let me get this.
in my defense,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'll say back in like 2020 to 2022, maybe a lot of the stuff I was watching, I didn't care about. So there is some truth to that statement, but I said
Mm-hmm.
to myself in 2024, from now on, I am only watching things that I know that I can enjoy. Now, unfortunately,
Okay.
sometimes some of them things is end up being like kind of meh, which is fine as long as it ain't like terrible. So that way I could at least watch it still and not be like, damn, like why watching the show? So usually from last year to now, I've been watching stuff that I rate like a 6 or higher.
Then you rate that a six. Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
all right, all right. That's fair. I mean, I don't 100% believe you, but that's fair. But but that does lead us into our first topic of the day. Getting into the swing of things because we've been gone a while. We've been gone a while. A lot of stuff has happened. A lot of
Yeah.
stuff has happened. I have a lot of things to say. A lot of you,
Yeah.
right? But a lot of stuff has happened. A lot of anime has came out. A lot of great anime has came out, right?
But
So, due to recent events, um, in the anime community, there was a viral video going around. I can't remember the name of the show right now, so my apologies. But there was a viral video going around with two individual I guess they were playing a game and they're trying to like which animes you know. So a lot of niche animes were called off, and like in that video, nobody had any idea of what those animes were. It's like something like stuff like Durara,
Doro Hey Doro.
right, Doro. Now to me, as an avid anime watcher, I'm like, oh well, that's familiar. That's familiar. That's
Yeah.
familiar. But everyone was like, what the heck? What's this? What's that? What's that? So obviously, it leads us to say that many of us now we only watch what's popular and or I guess what's readily available on Netflix. So
Yep.
I said it's our civil duty as people of the anime community and as podcasters to help you guys out with your niche anime and or I should say rather say expanding your palette to different genres. So with that
Yeah.
being said, Omar, what should we recommend to people this season?
Uh
Or
you
what do
want to
we
do a
feel?
back to back?
What animes do we feel like the people are sleeping on that they need to be watching? I have one already,
I have like three I can
honestly.
think of right
And I
now.
have a few, but there's one in particular which you would think I don't feel like you would think people are sleeping on, but they are sleeping on. But I do feel as though it's more so the circumstance than anything. But go on. What's your three? What's your three?
So yeah, so for this first one, uh I have to let the pod know, our fans know that I have a Latino doppelganger.
He
Uh
does. Listen, by hook or crook, hold on. By hook or crook, I promise you, we will get this man on this podcast. We have to get this man. Listen to me. We joke on this podcast, but this is no exaggeration when we say this man is the Latino version of Omar. This is Omar's Latino brother. I promise you guys. In
wait.
taste, in
This
takes,
dude, I've never seen
in
somebody
this, if, down to a T.
excited
This is his Latino brother. But go
who
on,
was
carry
run
on.
out as much as me.
No, facts. Facts.
Like
Facts.
this brother is funny. He's hilarious. But he recently watched an anime that's about a very niche way of storytelling that's found exclusively in Japan. And for all my Shonen Jump people out there, one of the more popular manga right now is called Akane. What is it? Akane Banshi. I think that's the name.
Yeah, but not, yeah, Akane Banshi. Vicky
Yeah.
Ray.
So
Vic,
yeah, if
listen,
Vicky was here, she would have been singing his praises. She
this would have been her segment right now. We would have
yeah
allowed her to say, Vicky, just take the rave. She raves about this anime nonstop, like
yeah.
nonstop. If you guys
So
have been following for a while, this is like Omar with Oshinoko, just so you can get
oh
an idea
yeah
of like how much she raves about this.
yeah yeah. She really loves this series, but unfortunately, it doesn't have an anime right now. So for all the people who are interested in series stories like Akane, I got
Mhm.
something for you. Because in my opinion, I mean, I haven't read the series yet, so I can't say that Akane isn't as good. But from what I have seen and from what I have already read, this anime right here is going to take that and take it to new heights. Because Showa Genroku Rakugo Shinju, I know that's a lot.
That says a
Don't ask what
long
the English
word.
name is because I don't know.
I was about to. I was listening.
But
No, you got to write that later. I was like, what?
yeah, we'll make a tweet
Yeah,
about
yeah,
everything that we
yeah.
recommend so you guys can know the correct spellings and whatnot. But basically, in short, it's about Rakugo. Rakugo is an old Japanese form of storytelling. Think of it like you're watching a play, but it's a one-man play.
Oh, I know. Okay, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So I found this series, I want to say back in 2015, maybe.
Oh, it's
Uh
an old series.
yeah, like I started watching seasonal anime in 2012, and
I think that's when they really started doing seasonal animes, if I
yeah,
remember correctly.
yeah,
Yeah,
that for me that was like the
yeah.
big,
You know
big,
what? I missed a
big
lot
deal,
of stuff
yeah.
during that time because I was at that point I had gotten more into, but I was always into gaming.
Yeah,
But it was just strictly gaming and less anime at that time. So as I have to go back and catch up. I have to go back and revisit some of those seasons because I didn't really get back in tune with everything until the season that Sword Art Online released. I can't remember which year that was exactly.
right.
I can't remember exactly which year, but that was when I got back into it. But yeah,
Think that was 2012. Yeah, that was 2012.
what's 2012?
Yeah.
All right, all right, all right.
So yeah, the series was a seasonal anime at that point. I don't even know how I got watching it to be honest, but
Mm.
it just looked interesting enough to me that I said I'll check it out. I also think that nah, I don't want to get in trouble for this because this person is very problematic now on Twitter. But Chibi Reviewers,
Oh,
he had a community on Facebook that I was a part of, and
wait, you were a part of TV's community? Hold on,
yeah.
wait, folks. Tyrone, Tyrone, what do you mean a part of the community? Like you,
So he had a Facebook group where
uh,
his subscribers could come together and like talk about anime and manga and stuff like that
oh wow,
together.
I did
And
not know.
he was
Now,
very yeah,
mind you, I used to watch a lot of TV's videos as well, but I had
yeah.
no idea that he had a whole group like to discuss.
Yeah, it's a
Old
big
stuff.
Facebook group. Oh,
Yeah,
he used to be active inside there too.
I had no idea this existed. So
Yeah, like
you just taught me
it
something just now.
it really popped off. I think it started 2014 when Tokyo Ghoul and Akame got killed came out. Cause like those are like the two biggest things that year.
Okay,
And Chibi was a huge
okay.
Tokyo Ghoul fan. So he
He was.
was
I think that's how
yeah,
I found him. I think that's how I found him,
yeah.
if I remember
So
correctly.
yeah, so this series got a lot of discussion inside there. So I was like, okay, I'll check it out. And the first episode was extremely engaging to the point where I was locked in. I watched it straight through. There's two seasons, by the way. And the themes, the drama, the psychological aspects, the plot twist, like they're like when
Mm,
you this series is about to end, Javon. When you thought that they was about to wrap up everything in this nice bow, which
right,
they
right, right.
did, they dropped the biggest plot twist on everybody. And that completely blew my mind because of how messed up the implications behind this was. I really wish that I could say what it is, but I can't because I don't want to spoil anybody. But this series is oh man, this is something else. Like this series, this is
What would
one
you
of the
compare it to? What would you compare
I
it to?
can't compare it to it's unlike anything I've ever seen, even to this day. Like,
Really?
Yeah, it takes place between two different time periods. So like the first season takes place when a specific group of characters are young-ish, and then the second series has a time skip where this character is like super old now, but like it's all still being linked to like that first season and like those characters in the past, and the the repercussions of things that happened in season one are at play in season two, and it's being carried on through this other particular character. I'm trying to be as vague as possible there, but it's a lot that happens in this series. The writing is really great. The animation is pretty good. Music is great. I love the opening for the second season. Actually, that shit is amazing. Um,
Okay. Okay.
and
So you
yeah,
want me? I gotta write this down then. I gotta check this
I
out.
need. Let me see.
I
Let
need
me
to
give
check
you
it out.
the exact episode count
And it,
of this. So,
well, if it's seasonal, I don't. I expected like
it,
24 episodes, possibly
I think in total, yeah, it was probably 26 episodes in total.
26. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's 25. Sorry, 25. 25.
25. Okay.
Yeah,
Round that there. Okay. Expected like around 24, 25. Then. All right. All right. All right. I gotta check it out. I gotta check it out. I gotta check it out. Because I'm shocked that you're saying it's not like anything you've watched. And this came out in 2012. So,
yeah. Let me give you the synopsis to make it official.
all
So
right.
the synopsis is as read. Yotaro is a former Yakuza member fresh out of prison and fixated on just one thing. Rather than to return to a life of crime, this young man aspires to take the stage of rakugo, a traditional Japanese form of comedic storytelling. Inspired during his incarceration by the performance of distinguished practitioner Yakumo Yurakute, he sets his mind on meeting the man who changed his life. After hearing Yotaro's desperate appeal for his mentorship, Yakumo is left with no choice but to accept his very first apprentice. As he eagerly begins his training, Yotaro meets Konatsu, an abrasive young woman who has been under Yakumo's care ever since her beloved father, Sukuroku Yurakute, another prolific Rakugo performer, passed away. Though her, oh my god, this is spoiler, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, skip that then. Skip it.
Yeah,
Skip
let
it.
me let me know.
Why is there a spoiler in the synopsis?
Yeah.
That don't make
Okay.
sense. That don't make sense.
I don't know what they was talking about just now. Like this, let's just forget that last part.
All
But
right. All right. But okay, I will say though, you talking about this, it actually made me want to watch. I mean, read Akane Bakshi now. Because I
oh,
didn't think, looking at the plot of it, I didn't feel like it was something that I would particularly like
mhm.
or be interested in reading. But listening to you speak about this, and it's pretty much like centered around traditional Japanese storytelling, it makes me feel like, okay, I may actually like Akane Bakshi on top of like everything I've heard about it. So I'll give it a look. I'll give it a look.
Yeah,
I think I'll ever give it a chance now.
yeah, definitely. Like I said, I would have read Akane already, but this is the type of series that I think that I would personally enjoy more as an anime. So
Watching,
yeah, so I'm just waiting until
that
it
makes sense.
inevitably gets an
Give a few of
anime.
those.
So
Give a
Vicky,
few of
it's gonna get an anime. Like look at
those.
me in my.
Do you whenever CC it, look.
It is going to get an
I
anime.
think it will. I think it will. I feel like it's one of their more popular series. I just feel like it's one of those series where it needs to have more. But I don't
Exposure.
know how many chapters does it have at this point.
I think they have like 10 volumes worth right now. That's out. So
Oh, but I don't know. I think it just have to get to a lot of stuff first. I don't know. I feel like it. I think it'll potentially do that. I think it potentially.
Akane, but
What?
not. I think the only thing
Mhm.
that's holding them back really is maybe they're just not. They can't decide on which studio to
That
license
too.
it
That too. I mean,
because this been out
kids.
from 2002, bro.
Oh, for real?
Yes,
This has been going on since 2002.
sorry, 2022. Jesus Christ.
Oh, I was like, whoa. I'm like, what?
Yeah, it has 15 volumes,
I'm
which
like,
translates to like 100 and something chapters. Like
I'm like, this should
150.
almost have 1,000 chapters. Like, what the hell? I'm like,
No,
nah, okay. I'm just
we
like,
ain't
I'm saying
we ain't One Piece.
2002.
You know I
I'm
wouldn't
like,
be.
this ain't never getting out of me. I was about to say, no, Vicky, he's lying to you. This is never getting out of me.
Yeah.
It's
That
up in
was so bad.
2002. But you said something interesting though. What other series do you feel like you would rather view it as an anime than a manga? Because for me,
Haikyuu.
I have for me that would be what was it? What was it? I literally just looked at it. Um,
Mm, I don't know.
you said you don't know. You don't have a
No,
an idea.
for me,
Mhm. Yeah, say that's
Haikyuu,
why I look for it.
Haikyuu was one that I prefer to watch.
You know, surprisingly, right? And this is how because I rave about IQ a lot. I've raved about it. You
Hmm.
got you. Those who follow this podcast know I love IQ, right? Surprisingly,
Hmm.
while the anime was reaching its third season,
Hmm.
the Sharato Azawa, I think that
Yeah,
was season three. That was season three.
yeah.
Yes, that was season three, right? Before that released,
Hmm.
because there was a long gap between the seasons, I was like, yo, I wanted to strictly watch it as an anime because that's like I don't think I will enjoy it as much if I read it. But it took so long that's like I need to know what happens. So I just came. And let me tell you, I was wrong. I loved it just as much as a manga as I do an anime. Like, and that's how I knew. Oh no, this I love this. The series. This is a great series. This is a great series because I felt everything that I do in anime that I felt reading it. So I
Hmm.
thought the same as you. Anyways, because I really want everyone to get it. I really want everyone to see how it is. Haikyuu, to me, in most of the recent series that have ended in Jump, I'm going to talk, and we have to actually talk on that as well because Jump right now is also experiencing, which I feel is a boom
It
of,
is a boom.
of
That's
writing
not an
of
opinion. That's a
yeah,
fact.
I know. Well, no, I don't like people aren't outwardly saying that, but
Yeah.
yeah, right. Is a boom right now of stuff. But of the new stuff that has ended, because a lot of stuff has ended, Haikyuu
Hmm.
has been one of the few that definitely stuck the landing to where I'm okay. I'm content. Like anything else after the ending is just me selfishly wanting more from the series. But I am like I felt like it was a great ending to the series. But but yeah, back to the original question. I felt like stuff like for me personally, Oshinoko. I feel like
Mm.
I feel like I prefer to watch Oshinoko as an anime than a manga.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think I realized that a while back. I feel like it's one of those that I definitely prefer. I think Spy Family is another one for me
Oh
where I
yeah, for
prefer to
sure.
watch the
For
anime
sure.
over really trying to read the manga.
Hmm.
Um, I thought Dan the Dan might be like that for me too until I started reading it, and I
Hmm.
was like, no, I love this boat. I love boat, which I have to do. I have to catch up on that. I have to catch up on that and that. But yeah, yeah. So you said you had two others that you wanted
Oh
to
yeah.
like speak on.
So
That was the first one.
yeah. So in addition to Showa, Genroku, Rakugo, Shinju, the other one, and I know nobody ever heard of this one because it's a very like I wouldn't even personally I wouldn't call this a sport, but
A
it
what?
kind of is a sport, but it kind of is.
Oh, okay.
The series is called Chihaya Furu.
Chihayafu.
Chihaya Furu.
As I Google all of these names that you talk
It's
about.
a Mado's anime, really good. I think it has 3 seasons. It's about this card game called Karuta, Karuta, which is basically
I found it. Go on.
game about Japanese poems. So like
Japanese what?
poems.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. All right.
Yeah. And
Like
it's
oh God, what's the name? Jesus. Haikus, like haikus.
yeah, something like that.
Cool, cool, cool,
And
cool.
it's all centered around a card game.
All right.
And because like basically how it's played is that um they would have the cards laid out and then somebody would be reading like a portion of a poem and your job is to guess where on the board this poem is matching, like which card the poem is matching.
Mm.
and then you grab the card before your opponent, and then like you have to like collect all the cards, and whoever have the most at the end wins. So you basically have to memorize a lot of poems. You have to know a lot of poems in order to
Okay,
be
okay,
good at
okay.
this game.
It's not a bad concept.
Yeah,
It's not a bad
but
concept.
it's a sports series that's wrapped up in a romance, like a underlying romance, because
That's always good. That's always good.
it's a the main character is a female, and
Yeah, I
her
see that. I see that.
her
We're looking at it right now.
she has like two love interests. She grew up with one of them, and the other one she
Let
met.
me guess. Let me guess. Let me guess. Let me guess. Hold on. Wait. 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 Is it the guy with the glasses?
Yeah,
Knew it.
and then
Knew
she
it.
met the other guy
Yeah.
through playing Karuta,
Mhm.
and so on and so forth.
All
Uh,
right. All right.
yeah, that one is really really good. I to this
It
day
sounds. It sounds interesting.
I think the manga is still ongoing too, actually, which is
Really? When did this one come out? Actually, let me ask you that question.
Chihaya Furu. The anime came out I think that was like 2016. Wait, is it? I know the manga started in 2007.
Mm.
Um, oh wait, it is finished. It ended. It ended it ended in 2022.
Oh, the manga.
Yeah,
All right. Thought
yeah. So this was one of those anime I went back and watched.
binge. Yeah.
It's the first season came out in 2011, and
Question though.
then
How
yeah,
often do you go back and watch anime?
I don't do that anymore at all, bro. Like
Okay, I thought it was just me. I like a lot of stuff. I don't go back. If I do end up going back to it, it's most times it's because I'm watching reactions to it. Typically how I go back to stuff now. Like just looking at
uh,
reactions.
for me, I have a lot of stuff that's still on my plan to watch list. Because like for me, if I do go back and watch something right now, the first thing I'm going to watch is Hajime no Ippo.
You've never watched Hajime no Ippo?
No,
You've
I've
never
never seen
watched.
that.
Hold on, whoa, wait, Paul. You've never watched Hajime no Ippo?
Mm-hmm.
Omar, what have you
Never.
been doing with your life?
I've been
What have
watching.
you
Yeah,
what have you been doing with your life? You
listen,
don't know about the Dempsey roll?
my sports journey
You don't
started
know what?
with
Nah.
two series.
All right, wait. Before you go on, before you go further, right?
Yeah.
Let me just say this. I feel like sports series are an acquired taste, but I feel like there are certain sports series that you don't have to question that you just go straight into, and I feel
Mm-hmm.
like boxing is one of those things. When it comes to boxing, like I understand, like if someone looks like, hey, high Q, like that's volleyball, and I don't even want to watch that volleyball. Sure, cool, right? I
Mm-hmm.
even understand, like I don't want to watch a sports anime about cycling. All right, cool, I get it, right?
Yeah.
To an extent, even basketball, even though basketball anime is
No,
typically really good.
that.
But boxing,
Yeah.
Hajime no Ippo, no, bro, listen to me. Hajime no Ippo was one of the first animes that I watched when I really knew what anime was. That had me
Mm-hmm.
going to school every day, like, y'all, bro, that, nah, you need to watch it, bro, as soon as possible. You need to watch it, bro, as soon. That's actually
I
still ongoing. Ippo, as much, hold on, as much flask as One Piece takes for being a long series, Ippo is still ongoing. I
yeah.
want people to know that.
Mm-hmm.
Ippo is well, and I say, listen to me and listen to me good, is well over 1,000 chapters. Well over. Do I read them now? Mind, I don't read the manga. I thought about it. I have thought about it, right? I've thought about
Mm-hmm.
taking time to do that. But the anime, gotta watch it, bro. If you like Megalobox, you will like it, bro. That's all I have to say. That's all I say. But proceed, proceed.
Yeah. So well, okay. Let me. For me, I think the reason why I didn't watch Ippo like back then is because it was like old-ish. I like
What did you
I.
stop on?
Hold on, wait, wait,
I
wait,
don't
wait, 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 wait,
mind.
wait, 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 wait,
What?
wait,
All
wait,
right,
wait.
all right. Go ahead, go
So
ahead, go
back
ahead, go ahead,
then,
go ahead.
I had a specific niche that I tailored my interest to. So I was an action junkie, and then also I was like, hold on, and then also I was just into like modern current anime. And
So hold
I
on.
know I know Ippo came out with later seasons that actually fits in the timeline from when I started like
It
really
does.
like
Season
binge
2.
watching anime.
Yes.
But the reason why I didn't watch that then is because I didn't watch the first season. And then I didn't really care about sports anime until I watched Kuroko no Basket, which changed my life. And I was like, this shit is
So you've
awesome.
also never watched Ice Shield 21, just so we
No, I
establish
haven't
this.
seen Ice Shield either.
Oh my god. Listen.
I haven't
Ice
watched
Shield,
Dive in the Waste either. Uh,
you mean Diamond and
I don't
Ace?
care about
Diamond
baseball. That's the baseball one.
Ace of the Nine. Ace, that's is actually really good though. Even if you don't care about
So
baseball. It's
I've
actually
heard,
really
but I
good.
don't care about baseball.
But yeah,
So
I was watching Ice Shield while the manga was still active. But what I was about to
wow.
say, when did you swallow away? So when did you start watching anime? You've been watching anime for a while, so that's why I'm confused. As you saying, like it didn't meet, like in
Okay.
terms of the
So
modern anime.
I didn't start watching anime online until well 2009, but that
See,
was
now I have to look
because
up. Hold on.
I was watching
Hold on.
Naruto on
Yeah,
YouTube.
obviously,
Well,
obviously,
no,
all of us.
sorry. I don't count YouTube. I was watching Naruto on YouTube from like I
No, no,
think
you have to count YouTube. Listen,
2006 or
listen.
2005 something. I
No,
can't remember. Anyway, but I didn't
YouTube
like
is a
I
part of anime history. You have to count YouTube
yeah.
and all
So
30 something parts of whatever episode you're trying to watch.
exactly. Uh,
Ex-
but yeah,
People don't know
so
that.
I didn't know that anime specific websites existed until 2009, where I started to watch Naruto Shippuden stuff on those websites, and then it wasn't later on until 2012 where I found like just a regular anime site, and I was like, "Well, what is this or whatever?" Blah blah blah, and then that's how I ended up watching seasonal anime, and then that's also how I ended up watching like the must-watch shows from the past and currently and stuff like that.
So I have another question. Okay, I have another question. This right. You've
Mhm.
watched Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah, but see that
Oh, okay.
my
So,
my
so, so you know where I'm going with this question. All right,
anime
cool,
watching
cool. I didn't have to
was
say it.
exclusive to television, like for most of my high school, primary school career. Like if I was watching anime, I was watching it on TV. So like,
Yeah. All right.
you know, Toonami
All
had
right. All right. Yeah. And then
Naruto,
right.
One Piece, DBZ,
DBZ,
Sailor Moon, Yu Yu Hakusho, Rurouni
right, stuff
Kenshin,
like
so
that.
on,
Zatch
Gundam,
Bell,
so
all
on
those
and
stuff.
so forth.
Right, right, right,
Then
right.
Adult Swim brought out
Yu Yu
like Triangle and
Hakusho,
Cowboy Bebop. Also Yu Yu
Inuyasha,
Hakusho,
Inuyasha,
Inuyasha,
Bleach. Bleach was on Adult
Bleach,
Swim,
can't
right?
forget Bleach. And
Yeah.
then when I was in grade 12, I learned that sci-fi was bringing out anime too, and
What they
they
did, that's why I watched
yeah,
Fully Cooley.
and
No,
they
no, no, not Fully
I
Cooley.
watched Gurren Lagann on there. I
On
watched
Sci-Fi,
yeah, they brought up so
bro.
after Raw, like after Monday Night Raw, because it was a Monday night. After Monday Night Raw, I
What?
was putting on sci-fi, and at 11 they brought on Gundam 00, which is my favorite Gundam series.
I
Then
did
at
Gundam Double. Hold on,
11:30,
whoa, wait, well, Gundam Double, Gundam Double. Hold on. Oh, okay, never mind, never mind.
yeah,
I
and
my
then
brain, my brain went to the Gundam Seed just now. You
no,
said
no, no,
Double
no,
O,
no, no,
and I
not
was
see.
about to say Gundam Seed. All right, never mind.
No. So
Continue, continue.
they brought out
See
Double
it.
O at 11, Gurren Lagann at 11:30, and then Monster at 12. That's those are
Monster
how
was on Sci-Fi.
yeah.
Where the heck
Naoki
was I? I don't remember none of this. And
that
I watched Monday Night Raw during that time. So I what?
no
That's actually
no
pretty cool.
Raw was on USA. Sci-Fi. So you remember USA was channel 20 and then Sci-Fi was 21.
Right.
Yeah. So
Oh,
after
okay.
I
Okay.
stumbled upon it by mistake because like I think I didn't go to sleep as yet, and only me was like watching TV still. And I was sharing the channel, and I saw anime, and I was like, hold on, what? And then I see it was Gundam, and I was like, this channel is bring on anime. So then I started watching Gundam 00 there, and then I saw Gurren Lagann was coming out after that, and then Monsters to come out at 12, and I was just like, oh, this is interesting. But I was in high school. I couldn't stay up that late sometimes, so like
I had no
I
idea.
had to go back and rewatch Gurren Lagann and Monster because like I couldn't catch everything on my
And you
own
to catch
at
it in
that
the
time.
middle. That makes
Yeah, and
sense.
plus I caught Monster in the middle, so I just was like, let me
That makes sense.
Yeah, so I eventually watched all those like years later once I started to like get into the groove of watching anime online and so on and so forth. But yeah, that's how it started for me. Because like I had
Oh,
people like the website I used had a Chatango chat. So I was chatting with like people all over the world, and I had asked
oh,
them to like recommend me.
you've been on the forums.
Yeah, so I asked them to
Been on-
recommend me anime that I have to watch or whatever. So I was watching like a shit ton of stuff. I was in
uh,
COB, so all I had was time.
hey,
Like
fair enough. You remember
so
Saiyan Island? Do you remember Saiyan Island?
I do
I don't know if you
remember.
remember
Oh
Saiyan Island.
man, that
I used to be in the forums hard for Saiyan Island. I don't lie to you.
motherfucker! Wait,
I ain't
I
lie.
know that
I ain't gonna
name is
lie to
so
you.
long to form.
I opened up a memory bank, right? Saiyan Island and one manga forums. I used to be in heavy.
Bruh, for me,
I used to
it
be in
was
those
that
heavy.
one manga and manga stream. They was the tree. They was the three websites I would go on to read manga. Or
Yeah,
when
no,
one manga ended, it was just saying Island and manga stream.
Fox. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
I was yeah, like just going crazy talking to people in there. So I get it. I get it. I get it. I get
bruh,
it. I get it. I get
seeing
it. Okay.
Island, bro. Oh my god,
Right?
I
Right?
forgot about
Right?
that completely.
Right? Wait,
How do you remember
bro.
that way? When you
Wait.
even get that? When you pull that
That was
memory?
never. You didn't hear me. I used to be in the forums hard for saying island. You know, you get me. I used to, like literally. I used to go out of my way to the point that I just made friends on say like just like I just popped in. They used to like I don't know what to do. Like they used to do like character
Mad.
based stuff, and I just that's how I got like all of my like usernames that I used to put in for games and everything like that. I used to be in forums. So that's the point. I used to be there. I used to be on that every day, like just checking every day, every day. Listen, and
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z. Listen to me, Dragon Ball Z lore back then is no one greater me. If it
Oh,
was a law to be hard for Dragon Ball Z, I was there, present and ready at any time, babe. But yeah, say that was bad. I say that's great, babe. Wow.
that is sick, man. I miss. See, it's
Good
times like
times.
that.
I
That
would say
oh,
I miss those times.
we were a part of the best generation of anime fans.
I promise you. I
Niggas them don't know
promise you.
about these. They don't know about this type of stuff.
No, bro. They
They-
don't know about being on one manga while the big three was at its prime. They
bruh.
don't know. Cause I used to wear wait, it was a slate. Bleach, One Piece, Naruto, and then Fairy Tail was still going on.
Yeah,
Hitman
yeah.
Reborn was
Wait,
still Hitman Reborn was still
Fridays
going
were
on.
so lit, me. Oh my god,
But bro,
I used to read
these
Naruto first, then Bleach, then One
ooh,
Piece,
you
then
can
Fairy.
bomb,
Yeah,
bomb, or whatever one was the like the one you was really waiting on, like, and then you looking, and then there was a section for the spoilers. So
yeah.
now you know spoilers came out
At a
on a
certain,
certain day, on a
yeah,
certain time. So now you're
yeah,
looking at it, it's like, oh flip, what's going on? So now you gotta read it.
yeah, me.
So you're reading it twice, like reading spoilers.
And then spoilers back there was so funny. Like there was
It
this
was.
one Naruto spoiler. Was a running joke on one manga where somebody was like, Obito come in with a tank full of Sharingan, like Sharingans everywhere on this tank.
Yo,
Everybody like, when the Sharingan tank coming, man?
oh my god, mate, that was a time, mate.
That was
And
hilarious.
I found so many other niche. That's how I ended up. What one manga? That's how I ended up finding My Hero Academia because what Naruto was about to end. Well, I think Naruto had already ended, or
Yeah,
like only
yeah.
like so many jobs, and someone had mentioned like, "Hey, blah 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 blah. This is what's the next or whatever. I mean, like really getting there and watching it. But yeah, Fridays on one manga. That was a time.
That was the time.
That was a
You
time.
did it. If you
That's
didn't read the chapters before you to school, you would have nothing to say.
but dog is what I'm trying to say.
You would have
But
nothing to
it's
say.
what I'm trying to say. Cause it really was a lot.
First thing in
Naruto
the
Bleach,
morning, Omar, you read the
Naruto
chapters
Bleach,
before.
One Piece,
We all start around that
Reborn,
circle.
Fairy
The
Tail.
chapter,
I'm trying to remember. Ice Shield 21 was still going on.
I
I
only
read
was reading. Oh,
Siren. I read Siren
I heard
on my
about Siren too.
even though it
Uh,
got canceled. It got canceled. I liked it. That's the thing.
Siren,
I
yeah.
thought Siren was good,
Oh,
but Siren got canceled. Siren got canceled. It didn't properly end. It got cut short. Is what I should say.
oh, okay.
It got cut short. It got cut
All right,
short. Um, there was a few others. There's a few others. But just know, if you remember one manga, if you were there for one manga, you were there for one manga.
real.
Like without a doubt. All
Well,
right, but let's get back on track. Let's
we
get back
off
on track.
topic. Yeah. My
Your last recommendation that you did.
my last recommendation is this series called Mushishi. I believe it has 4 seasons, 3 or 4 seasons.
Oh, I think I know Mushishi. Keep talking. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So basically, this one is about
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
it's like there's these creatures called mushi. They have like supernatural powers and stuff like that.
Right.
It's kind of like animals in a sense. You could say that or whatever, but they coexist with like the real world. And the main character, Ginkgo, he is able to like see and interact with these spirits. And the anime itself is episodic in nature. So like one episode will be about something, and then the next episode will be about.
Right. Can I remember this? What it was one of those like rare anime where it's
But
like each episode don't
yeah,
necessarily
he's basically
tie.
traveling around the world,
Yeah,
interacting with Mushi as well as human beings and solving problems that arise with both parties and so on and so forth. He's a pretty chill dude, but he could be serious as well. And but like his main thing is to get people to understand Mushi better as well as to protect the Mushi and so on and so forth.
yeah.
That's his goal in life.
Yeah, yeah. 'Cause I've
So
seen them. I know about it. I haven't watched it yet myself, but I always see this main character floating around from time to time.
yeah,
But
and you know what's funny?
I would
What got me to watch the show was that one of the openings was in English, and at that
mm,
point, I have never seen an anime opening that was literally full English, apart from
yo,
My Wonderland.
that's another thing why YouTube is so important for the anime landscape. It's so many animes that I started watching simply because I saw the opening on YouTube. Or
Real,
I just like watching a video of openness. It's like, what is this? Like,
real.
what's that? What's this? Like, I need to go find this. Like,
That's how Soul Eater was for me.
did I find like old? I think I did. I think I
Sorry,
did.
it's fucking hard.
I think it. See, you say Soul Eater just now. Soul Eater was another one that was on one manga that I read to the end,
Wow.
bro. Have you? Did you ever read the end of Soul Eater?
I never read the manga. I only watched the anime.
Bro, yeah,
I meant to read it, but I just never did. I feel like I have to inspire
yeah.
you
Oh my, you
and
should, you should,
yeah,
but you should. Yeah, the anime has an original ending, and then there's the ending for the
the manga.
Soul
Yeah.
Eater. How can I compare Soul Eater in a sense became like Air Gale in a way. It's like because you literally have to read it at time because it can get it's like I don't want to say confusing, but you got to pay
Mhm.
attention. But yeah, Air Gale.
Yeah, Gale, baby.
What manga too?
That's another one. Another
I need to be
anime
able to get Air
that
Gale.
people need to talk about.
No, for sure. Just bro,
Yeah,
the
again, here.
opening, the opening, the style, the characters, people don't know how serious Air Gale gets. That's my thing.
Real.
If you've never read the manga and you've only watched that, people don't know actually how serious Air Gale
Yeah,
gets.
man. Niggas
That's the
was
thing.
dying in that manga, bro.
Bro, listen to me. I remember reading that and thinking to myself, like, what is happening? When did
Real,
the plot twist?
real.
The evil schemes? I'm like, yo, what is this manga about now? Like, I was so confused. I was say confused, but I was,
Real,
Air got me locked in.
real.
Please read that. Yeah, that needs to
Yeah.
reboot. That needs to reboot. Someone
Watch
needs to take
and
that.
read it.
Say
Watch
what?
and I say watch and read it.
Oh, for sure. Watch and read it. So it can eventually, somebody look and say, you know what? This needs to get a reboot.
We need to bring this back.
Back expeditiously,
Yeah.
expeditiously. Um, Speaking of which, actually, and I just remembered this. It's a very good topic.
Mhm.
I can segue into this. What I can't remember the name of it, but the anime, the manga that's getting an anime, but the one that was canceled that's now getting an anime.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I can't remember the name of it.
I think it's called Black Torch.
Yes, Black Torch.
Yeah.
Now that we have to talk about that because
Oh yeah.
never in my life have I seen a canceled manga get an anime.
Real.
Like this is, I don't think people know like how big that is for like a lot of stuff, and like how that opens the door for certain series that had potential or like
Hmm.
were good or has potential, but never. But I guess for some odd reason it didn't click with a lot of individuals,
Hmm.
and so they just had to move on from it to allow other stuff to come into the magazine. But that's I like that idea. I like that idea of bringing back stuff and then finishing it as an anime or allowing the creator to come on board and to direct like okay this is how I would have done the story or like this is the plot I had for the story and then let that live on I guess semi like an original story because there's a lot of it. I would love to see that happen with
Yeah.
Red Hood is one. Siren is one. Even though I think Siren had an anime. Did it?
I
No,
don't
I have
know.
to look. I have to look.
I
I have to
only
look.
I only know of the manga. I never actually like sat down to read it. It's so funny because one of the guys on that website I
No, it
was
didn't. It didn't. Okay, Siren is one.
his username was Siren.
Oh, which one? Which website?
Zero Anime. That's where I was watching anime. Um
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
yeah.
But yeah, Siren was one. Even though Siren finished, it had one of those again, like I said, one of those. It's it got Samurai 7. That's the best way for me to describe it. It got Samurai 7. Right? Which to this day, I look at Kizimoto with such a side eye. It's like because how do you wait until your manga gets canceled to now say, all right, let me make this good?
Kishimoto could kill it. That's all
I
I say.
promise. Listen, dog. I'm like, why weren't you doing this the entire time?
Real.
Like he waited until, all right, guys, it's ending. So I guess now I'll make it good. So I wouldn't mind Samurai 7 getting one of those, but just being done differently. Um, I gotta think of another one, but I'm sure it's one that would pop into my head later. But yeah, no, I like the concept. I like what. So I hope Black Torch does extremely well. I actually do.
Yeah, me too.
So it opens the door
Because
for like more
it
stuff like that.
it opens the door now, and it just harkens back to what we were saying about the boom with Shonen Jump. Like if they
Yeah,
revive and cancel series, then this changing the game.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, as we mentioned it, do you want to talk about the boom now? Can I think it
Yeah.
needs to talk
Well,
about?
no, say your recommendation first.
Oh, right. Oh, so I'm gonna do a little differently. What I'm gonna do is recommend stuff like from this season, probably the past season. But the one I was talking about in originally, and that's because I'm going back. I'm going through it now and reading Shangri La. I don't feel Shangri La does not get the attention and love that I feel like it needs or it should be getting. But I
Mm,
mostly feel that that's because that's how do I say it's just the circumstance of when it's released. Because
mm,
Shangri-La, in its first and second season, released with some very heavy hitters that kind of
mm,
like pull a lot of the attention away from it. But
mm.
Shangri-La is really good.
I
I
agree.
I I thought it now, mind you, I judged it early. I thought it would be an easy guy. I did. I did. I did. I thought it would be easy guy. And if not
Mhm,
an easy guy, I thought it was gonna be one of those I get trapped in the world. Which I don't care. I don't mind that. Like I get trapped in the world, I get trapped in the game. I gotta start from zero kind of thing. But I was like, no, I was like, it's a pleasant surprise. It's literally if you are a gamer,
mhm,
and I mean like you are a hardcore gamer, I feel like and if you watch anime, I feel like you will resonate a lot with Shangri-La, especially if you play MMOs. That's the kind of anime Shangri-La. It's literally just about a guy who, for some odd reason, likes to play trash games.
Mm-hmm.
He likes to collect trash games. And then at the end of it, beat the trash game. And at the end of it, it's like, wow, that was really trash. Literally,
Yeah.
until he went on search of another trash game, and the store owner was eventually like, you know what? Why don't you try playing a game that's actually good for once? It's like, all right, sure. Which is Shangri-La Frontier. This was right. It was Shangri-La Frontier. Now,
Mm-hmm.
it just so happens that him playing trash games and have all kind of glitches, software issues, and so forth and so forth, prepared him for a game like Shangri-La Frontier because he takes a lot of that stuff and implements it into them because he only cares about doing damage and weapons. That's
Yeah.
it. I don't care about no armor. I don't
Glass
care about no
cannon.
defense. Yeah, right. I'm a glass cannon. Which again, if you play MMOs, it resonates. Because certain times, I don't care what no perfect example, right? We've been playing a ton of Monster Hunter Wilds.
Yeah.
I like to use the great sword. Right? So we're having a conversation with Vicky one day, and we was like, because we also thought she used the great sword, right? But we
Yeah.
found out different, but we won't get into that. But she mentioned a defense set, and I was like, defense?
For great sword.
Great sword?
Just about damage.
What? No, don't bring no defense. Give me all the attack.
Really.
Give me all the raw damage.
Really.
That's what I need. I'm not defense. I'm here to do damage.
Exactly.
Hit monsters with my listen. No, so yeah, so that's what I resonate heavy with. What from Shangri-La Frontier. Super heavy, and I think it's really good. I like the characters in the game. I feel like how they go back and forth, different
Mm-hmm.
games sometimes, and they come back to it and just like it just adds. And it's not like a super serious plot line. It's
Mm-hmm.
literally a gamer based. I want to get strong enough to fight these level of bosses kind of and I vibe with that. I feel like it's really good, easy to watch, it's easy to get into, and like easy to resonate with for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, outside of that, I will say, and I have a question at the end of this too, because I need to understand what's up. I have a question at the end of this.
Okay.
Other than this, obviously, but I won't mention that. I won't mention that. Where is it? Okay, if you're not watching Zensu, please watch Zensu. Zensu is really good. Zensu
Oh,
is another one that I have. Why? Okay,
I forget. Yeah. You're
there's
right.
one, but that's not the one I was talking about.
I
But
know
yeah, people talk
everybody is
about Zensu.
talking about that.
Yeah, exactly. Zenzu is really good. Zenzu is really good. Zenzu
Yeah.
was like and it's from
Your
oh
favorite.
Mappa. And it's
Your
Map
yeah.
right.
Your
Right.
favorite studio right now.
Listen. Now see, that's a whole other conversation that I want to
And
get
see,
into.
and it's so meta too because like
It
it's
is.
about an animator.
No! Pause! No, I don't think people realize.
Yeah.
Let's backtrack.
Like the
This is why.
what's all
This is why I know.
is hilarious, bro.
Yo, this is why I know Mappa is a funny production company.
Them niggas hilarious.
This is why I know they could kill. These dude made an original anime centered around an overworked animation director
Hmm.
with immense pressure on her to continue to produce at a high quality to work that she's produced at a high quality.
Hmm.
Now, if you follow if you follow the anime community and you follow what's going on within anime, you would know there is a running joke, and not so much a joke,
Yeah, not so much to do.
right?
Because
Centered around
it's serious.
Papa as a studio because they produce great quality anime.
Yeah.
The problem is they produce a lot of great quality anime.
Hmm.
And like I said, if you were following last year, they literally had one of the animators. They were online in tears and under simply because of being overworked and not
Hmm.
being able to produce. I think which anime was it? I want to say JJK,
I don't.
I
Who did
want to say,
Hell's
but it
Paradise?
was something to whereas like it didn't match the quality. Anyway,
I think it
simply
was
put,
Hell's Paradise.
what it was?
I think it was Hell's Paradise.
Maybe it was, maybe, but that's another one.
But yeah, them niggas don't sleep, man.
But pretty much, but the point is, these dudes they don't sleep, they don't see their families, they're always working on something while producing high quality animation. If you know anything about animation takes a while,
Yeah.
especially to produce something of that standard of quality.
Hmm.
So the fact that these dudes made an original anime centered around overworked animators, I don't need this.
That's
I don't
insane.
need. You
That's
know,
insane.
listen to me. You know it's bad. When I think it was for I think it was Kagurabuchi. Uh,
Kagurabachi.
Bachi, sorry, Kagurabachi. I don't know where I get Buchi from. Kagurabachi. I think it was for that because that was being shopped around. But you know it's bad when they look at you as an animation studio and say, "Y'all doing too much. You already have
Exactly.
enough anime.
Y'all have
It's okay, brother.
way too
It's
much.
all right. It's all right. Not this one. Not this one.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't gotta take this one. It's fine. It's fine. Yo,
Yeah.
we'll go to somebody else.
Yeah.
When people have to tell you enough is enough, brother. Y'all doing too much.
Real, man.
Y'all can't keep producing all these animes. I'm
Mm,
sorry. Let those people go home.
real.
Let them see their kids. Like,
Mm.
let them see their family.
They need to sleep.
Please, I beg of you. I beg of you, let them sleep.
Let
So
them
yeah.
out of jail.
So
Let
that
them sleep.
aside, that's why I said it's also funny, but it is really good. It is
Yeah.
really really good.
Yeah.
I will say it is a really good again. I would recommend it to anybody. Um, what is the next one that I have here? While I'm looking for this, I'm curious, and maybe you can tell me this, Omar.
Mm.
What is going on with Yuba Black? I've heard nothing about Yuba Black, and I'm not seeing it. Like I know that was a very heavily anticipated anime this season, but I have honestly not seen anything regarding Yuba Black at all.
What they call?
Yuba Black,
Yubo Block?
Black.
Oh, Ubel Block.
Yeah.
So I was watching it, but I ended up dropping it.
Whoa.
Basically,
Wow.
it, yeah, yeah. But
Okay.
from what I've seen from the manga readers, they said that it wasn't being adapted properly until episode 7.
So they had so what they had fillers until episode 7. Is that what you're
No,
saying?
they was butchering the material. It also wasn't as graphic as it was in the manga, and then I don't think any streaming services pick it up.
Oh, maybe that's it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's actually it. Because no streaming
Then
services pick it up. Can I
plus
see
like
like?
Yubel
Hmm.
God is a very old series, so like unless you've been reading that manga before, you wouldn't know what that is, and people would just look at it and think
But
that
no,
it's.
man, that's my thing though. It still had like it was heavily anticipated coming into the season.
I
So it
wouldn't
was
say heavily, but
yeah. I saw a ton of people talking about it before it was released. Like that. Obviously, solo leveling, Sakamoto Days, Blue Box.
yeah, I saw a lot
Um,
of hype for
yeah,
Sakamoto,
that.
Fox,
I
solos
mean,
like
obviously for those two, right? But
B
that was
Zero,
in the mix. Apothecary Diary season two, obviously.
Apothecary Diaries, yeah,
Yeah.
Dan Machi as well.
What's that?
Dan Machi.
Dan Machi. I
Is
don't
it
think.
wrong to pick up a girl in a dungeon?
Oh, but see, that's for me. Once you have a name like that, I immediately say isekai, and I erase that from my head. I think so.
Oh,
I erase that from my memory. I
it's
don't
very
even
I,
I don't even give it a second. Like, I believe you. Listen to me. Hold on. Let me just make this note.
okay.
I believe everybody when they tell me it's good. When it comes to isekai and they say it's actually good, I don't doubt you, but I just won't be watching. That's
Well, I got
I don't doubt it. Listen, Many people tell me ReZero was good. I may disagree,
Mhm.
but I just won't be watching. And
That
you know what's so funny? I
that's
saw
actually fine and dandy, but I got something that I could force you to watch. That's an isekai, but
wants me to watch.
it's this one of them ones. But either way, we get back to this.
Well, I'm not opposed. I have a handful where I was like, okay, cool. But no, but I was gonna say, like, I saw a viral clip from ReZero that was going around recently. I was like, oh, this looks fire.
Mhm.
I ain't watching the fire with Hobbit, but it looks fire. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the way that one goes. The medal I haven't watched the medalist. What's going on with the medalist? I
Metalist
need to
is
start the medalist.
very good, by the
Yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah, the medalist. Yeah, but that's another one
It's
um
like it's
that
not
I think is
Fury
cool.
on Ice, but it's a more wholesome story about ice skating,
I mean, I didn't expect it to be.
competitive ice skating, I should say.
I didn't expect it to be really nice though. That's my thing. I never expected it to be that. But it did look good. It looked interesting.
There's one underrated. Well, I don't even know if I can say it's
Oh,
underrated
well,
anymore because I see a lot of praises on it on Twitter right
what's
now
that?
that it's ended. But Orb, that
Oh, see, I have the start orb. That's what I'm
that
about to
is
start. I'm about
the
to start orb. I
shit
watched the first
of this
episode,
season.
but I didn't go back and continue it. Now that it's over, I will completely binge.
Like that's the
I'll,
season of this season.
I will be honest. I will be honest. It was mostly you in April that I was seeing talk about it, but as it went on, I did start to see more and more people get on. And it's like, okay, I was like, all right, because
Yeah.
the thing about it is listening to y'all talk about it and I've watched the first episode. I was
Mhm.
like, I don't really know where it goes, but I'm curious. It's like, so where did this actually, like, what happens in this series
Mhm.
to make you guys speak about it the way it is? So I'm actually so I'm excited to watch it just so I can see what's going on, so I can get like where because that it doesn't really tell you. Like, feel like the episode you don't really the first episode get like what's the
Mhm.
premise or the point of this anime,
Yeah.
but
And that's
it,
a good thing
it
because
is no it
going
is it
into it,
is.
you expect one thing, and then like there's a turning point. I'm not gonna say where, but when this turning point happens, you're like, oh,
Listen,
y'all
I
y'all y'all playing like that.
I fully expect that. I'll put it out there. This already gave me one of those animes like, oh no, people die in this. Even though nothing has happened.
Yeah,
Watching the first episode already told me, oh no, I feel like people die in this. But I just
yeah.
don't know like the gravity of the
Hmm.
deaths. Like, what totem pole the deaths kind of land on to
Oh,
where they
trust me,
right? Yeah,
this one
yeah,
is very frustrating in that regard.
yeah.
Like you
Ah,
see how me and April was every week. Like
no,
we
listen. No,
is
I
one
did.
particular character. Like I like he
Mm,
get away with everything.
I'll probably figure that out. I'll probably figure that out very quickly.
I
But
was like, bro, anyways, before I get upset. That's
no,
what I say.
we'll talk about. No, we'll get back. Listen, I will watch this and we will revisit this conversation. Um, the last one I will say for now that people need to watch is an old one. However, because it's back, I feel like I have to say it. Rama 1.5.
Mhm.
People, please watch Rama 1.5.
That actually
Rama 1.5 is really good.
I about to make a hot take.
Ooh.
I think I like that more than Inuyasha.
I don't think that's so much. I don't think that's such a hot take.
Because you know people
I don't think
say
it's such a hot take. Yeah, I don't think it's such a hot take. 'Cause I was
Rumiko
getting ready. I was getting ready to fight you.
Rufus is Inuyasha, but
Okay, yeah, yeah. A lot of people don't know that Ranma and at least I don't know if a lot of people know that Ranma
yeah,
and Inuyasha are from the same person.
yeah.
Um, I can see why.
That's
I
I
I can see why.
really
I can
like
see why. Rama is really
that
good.
first season for that
It's it's
reason. That
it's
was
really good.
so
It's
good.
really good. Especially as a
After
romance anime.
the robots,
Yeah,
like everything just was hitting for me.
yeah, because it has that, and it's like it's episodic and kind of not episodic at the same time.
Yeah,
And then they do
and the
have
side
action,
characters are all
which is
great.
really good. Yeah, The side characters are great. The concept behind the anime is incredibly great.
Yeah.
You love the main characters as well.
Yeah.
Like I said, Ranma is really good. So the fact that it's back and it's being redone
Hmm.
in its original art style, I believe as well,
Yeah.
and for a new audience, I would 100% recommend Ranma and a Half by
Yeah. Man.
by far.
That was a banger.
Oh for sure, for sure. So with that, I want to get into a bit of this new recent boom of series in Jump,
Hmm.
right? That we are experiencing.
Did
Um,
cause yeah, bro. Cause like there's two significant things happen.
what's up?
One, because I don't even think were we even recording when My Hero ended?
No, see, and that we did not. Happy you said that. I have,
Y'all know how much we love My Hero Academia on this podcast.
and I have so
Like,
much. This
y'all
I'm
literally
wearing
wearing a UA shirt right now.
dress, and that wasn't that was pure coincidence.
Yeah.
I just want to say the anime community frustrates me because there's one thing I learned last year. A total run right now. so bear with me.
Oh yeah, this gonna be good.
I've spoken about it. To this day I still think about that. I use My Hero as a whole example for everything now. Comprehension within the anime community is at an all time,
All time though.
and it saddens my heart.
It don't sound at me. I expect this shit. I
No, I expect better. I want better. Because listen to me, it goes back to
the
our
brain rot is
the
rampant, bro.
spoiler conversation from earlier, right? Spoilers in 2025 has done the anime community a disservice.
I couldn't agree more.
Here's why.
I actually can get triggered
I
listening.
lied. Hold on, wait.
Should we talk about this?
Bro,
It's a spoiler kind of.
say what?
If you go to talk about what I think you're gonna talk.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to say what happens because the final season comes out this year, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's
But
true.
what I will say, spoilers and head canons
Heavy on the
have
head.
cor- it's heavy on the head canons. Listen to me. Has ruined the minds of people in the anime community
Fox.
because y'all get so invested in what you think a story is doing or what you feel it should do or what your head canon is that you miss what the author is actually conveying to you.
Speak, nigga. Spit.
And this impacts your reading comprehension so much. And so much I want to say, but I can't because it's not done yet in the anime. But a lot of y'all,
A lot of
I
them.
want you to hear me clearly. A lot
Trust
of y'all,
me.
because we weren't pardoned while this was happening, allowed spoilers and head canons to fool you into thinking that My Hero had a horrible ending. When it did not. When it
That ended was
Horikoshi was laying it out
fantastic.
to you from
Fantastic ending.
bro, beat by beat by beat. But because you
Niggas
saw
can say.
someone post a spoiler out of context and a joke or mistranslation,
Yeah.
you think something else. I'm like, oh my god. I'm
Idiot.
like, oh my god.
Idiots.
How we can't be this dense.
Idiots.
Not anonymous. You can't be this dense.
Idiots.
Reading comprehension can't be this bad. But that's all I'll say for now. That's all I'll say for now.
Just don't read your one.
We
That's
we
all.
we we will revisit this when the final season has finally started. But boy, a lot of y'all had me heated. A lot of y'all had me super heated. But anyway, back to this boom with a lot of the new series and stuff. I questioned like before all this happened, I really questioned like where Jump would go because during the time we're having a lot of series that are ending.
Yeah,
Like a
bro.
lot of series since we last parted, a lot of stuff has ended, or a lot of stuff is about to is getting prepared to end, or is
Yeah.
in its like final stages of everything.
Yeah.
And even during that time, we had stuff that came. got canceled, came and got canceled.
Mm-hmm.
Now I think I don't know what it is, but it's like Jump saw My Hero end, JJK end,
Mm-hmm.
One Piece is entering its final stages.
Yozakura family ended.
Right.
Um,
Um, something else ended.
something else about the end.
I can't remember. Something else about the end.
Yeah.
But pretty much a lot of their big series. Okay. So I was like, I feel like that just tossed them into overdrive, or I don't know what it is, but you have a massive slate of stuff that's currently out now that I would recommend if you want to get ahead of what's potentially coming down the line for anime. And there's another thing, like we're getting animes faster than we have than ever before. Um, because Kagurabachi is already being shot for anime, and that just came out last year, did it not? Right? Last year, right?
Yeah, I think it was last year.
Yeah, that just came out
End of
last.
2023.
Yeah, yeah, right. So pretty much, it's not that old yet. Like it's literally still pretty new. It only has like 72 chapters, but like we're
Yeah.
getting animes incredibly quickly now. Maybe I think because I feel like it's looking like a lot of animes are going the 13 episode routes
Yeah.
for new seasons and stuff like that. So that
Mm.
also it gives a lot of leeway. But you have that. You have Ichi the Witch. You have um what is the other one?
Sakura Days.
Right, Sakamoto Days that just came out. You
Mm-hmm.
have Ultimate Exorcist, Kiyoshi. You have Embers. You have you have a slate of stuff that jump. Like literally, you can say like they have every Sunday they have something worthwhile to read.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of this stuff adapted, especially Kagurabachi and Ichi the Witch at
You know
some point.
what? Let me take this time to preach about the church
Oh
of
yeah.
Kagurabachi. You know, it's been a while since I've done one of
Which
them.
is funny because Kagurabachi is such a rare phenomenon in itself because it came out the gate with a church. To the point the author was like,
One wasn't even out yet.
wait, no, Fox. The chapter was not out, and people already said, "Oh, this is good." They saw a spoiler, they saw a panel, they saw a page. It's like, "Oh my god, this is this is heat." This is the author himself was like, "Bro, y'all haven't."
Yes, yeah.
Yo, the author got fan mail of someone saying, "This has changed my life," and it's like, brother, it's like, brother, it's not even out yet. Like it's not even out yet. What are you talking about?
Ain't even out
So
yet.
it's like and you're also letting them know y'all pirating my manga already.
Real.
Like, bro, but yeah, Kagurabachi is a rare phenomenon, and I have to say, it beat the allegations.
It
It
did.
beat the allegations. It beat the allegations.
You
It,
know
it, it,
why?
it
Because
beat the
this
accusation.
mangaka, he tapped in, bro. This nigga is
Yeah,
24 years old, bro.
yeah, he is.
He is
He's very tapped in.
24.
Yeah, I saw. He's extremely tapped in.
This
He's
man,
very.
this man read Naruto. I was like, I want to do this shit.
This is what I
Nigga,
want to do. This is my.
this nigga. Let me tell you how I know this nigga's the chosen one.
Uh,
His first manga was a one shot that won the Tezuka Award, bro.
oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
And like after that, he was like, I could take this one shot
Uh,
and I could do something different, but I could change it up a bit and I could create what is known now as Kagurabachi. And
mm,
that first chapter was all it took me. Like
it
I
no for real.
was
No for
that
real. I've never seen a series take the world by storm the way Kagurabachi did,
like
without even
it was
officially
so
being released yet.
serious. It was so serious because like Jump was actually they didn't really care about it like that, you know. Because like
That's what I'm
it
saying.
was
Right.
way too low on the table of
It
content.
was.
A
It
lot of
was.
Japanese people wasn't really talking about it, and it wasn't until like and this is a victory for us over here on the side of the world
I see.
because he was so
I was gonna
loud
mention it. I was gonna
that
mention it.
even
Yeah.
the higher ups and Shonen Jump was like, wait, like what's going on over there? Like everybody talking about Kagurabachi, like they were shocked. It was like where all this hype coming from? Where all this love and support coming from? And because of that, they was like, all right, we got to take another look at this series. And when
Yeah.
they did that, sales was coming in
There you go.
for
There you
sale,
go.
boy. And then the writer, he don't miss me. He don't miss Major One.
Listen, I started catching up, and I'm gonna tell you, dog.
Don't get me started about the volume covers. Oh my
He got
oh,
between no wait
I should have had volume 1 and 2 with me right now.
between
Oh my god.
Kagurabachi and Ichi the Witch volume covers. I
Right,
don't know who this. I don't know who got more of a bite. These two authors have to be going ball for ball.
really,
They have to be going like, oh, that's what you're doing. I bet. Watch this.
great.
Those covers. That oh man, excellent covers, excellent covers. But like you said, like not only that, it's like it's breaking down so many different barriers because if you know Jump, they don't particularly care about what's happening in the West too much. Like, yeah, they're aware that okay, the series that they love is certain like that. But a
Hmm.
lot of times because they go with who's buying the volumes and everything, and that's where like usually the Japanese demographic and what they like, and even the authors like they go by okay what they're feeling, what they're not feeling. So the
Hmm.
fact that it was a case where Kagurabachi had the Western audience like going nuts for it, and they were trying to figure, and the Japanese audience was so they're trying to figure like, well, what's going on. So that's what I mean when I say Kagurabachi beat the allegations because it's like Mars right, it was low. The Japanese audience didn't really weren't really taking to it as much, but they saw how much people in the West loved the anime. There's like, all right, I mean, anime, the manga. There's like, all right, we need to tap in more with this because
Hmm.
I got two jump covers
Yeah,
in just a short span, and that's
yeah,
not something that happens regularly. So
yeah.
Kagura Bachi
Ichi doing it right now, actually.
and
Like,
Ichi right no, and
yeah,
now Ichi is doing it. So you
yeah,
see again you see what's going on, and then I think Ichi is probably something more that Japanese audience would take to.
yeah,
So now you have both worlds in the mix, right? Two series that are really good that you have like both audiences appreciate in that regard. So
yeah,
yeah, man, I jump. If Jump was worried before, I think they found. I think they really found
yeah. They good
found
now.
their series and stuff like that.
They
I think they
good.
did. Yeah, I think they're in good hands. I think they're really really in good hands now.
Hmm.
And I can't wait to see the good boy. Whew, I think this has been the first time where I can really say like a lot of series and multiple series that I've been reading since the beginning of them and watching them play out.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that
And
don't that
like
doesn't usually happen. That
Ultimate
doesn't-
Exorcist Kiyoshi is also pretty good too. Like
yeah, yeah.
that is going crazy
Yeah,
right now in
yeah,
Japan.
and I think Embers is going to be another big sports.
Yeah, because they lock in sports right now. Haikyuu done finish.
Right, Haikyuu was done.
And Blue Lock is huge. So they probably want to be like, listen, we soccer big right now, World Cup next year. We gotta
See, I didn't even think about that. I
yeah,
didn't even think about that. That makes sense. That
yeah,
makes sense. It's like let's get this soccer. That makes sense. But Embers is really good. I can't in front. Like I've enjoyed every chapter of Embers so far, and I like where it's going. I like the plot
same.
of it. So I can't. I yeah, Embers is really good. Embers is really good. Um, but yeah, I think it was another one. I think I feel like I'm gonna say something. Um,
You like the one with the Beethoven one.
oh right. I think yeah. Star of Beethoven. I feel like that's gonna be another good one. I feel like
Yeah.
that's I, um I feel like it's going to fall in the lane of uh what's the best way to describe that in that terms? I want to say like a Spy Family,
It could be. It could be in
but
that.
it's gonna be one of those like it's not
It
a
ain't for
action
everybody.
right, but it's still good. I think it's gonna have its following.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like it's gonna land and have its following.
No.
Maybe like a blue box, but it's gonna have it for, like when it gets animated. It's gonna like people are gonna be like, yeah, because it's good. It's really good. Oh, oh my god, why is the name escaping me? Why is the name escaping me? Why is the name escaping me? Um,
Describe it.
the Marshall King, the
Oh,
Marshall King, yo. Yo, yo,
Oh,
this, yo,
Boichi. Boichi has returned
people,
to take us to the promised land again.
come on,
Babe,
listen to me and listen to me well, babe.
that series is crack, bro. That manga is crack.
The Marshall King.
He doing this that you don't see in manga.
Oh my god,
When you
bro!
got color pages, bro.
If you read
It ain't
anything,
even color pages. He have like color,
bro,
the black and white. Like it's
the
like
black and white,
the contrast. Like, oh man, babe. Oh,
I thought I was in love with Horikoshi's art style, but what the Bochi is doing
babe,
with the
jumping, get on
Marshall
right now, babe.
King,
Oh my god,
I think this is the one time where I say it's like, bro,
we
Mappa
in the
need, Mappa need to get all of this.
yeah, man. I don't want
Mappa
to
need, I'm sorry.
real.
I'm
We just
sorry.
said that they need to leave it alone, leave stuff alone, take some time off, let these people live their life.
Right.
But
But when it's time for the Marshall King, they need to get
yeah,
all.
man, we need the best. We need either
Them
them
or you
or
go
you
to
go to book.
Ma-
Well, one
them
of
or
the
you,
two. One of the
what
two.
the Marshall King. Who did what studio did Doctor Stone?
That's a good question. Who is New Doctor Stone? Is
Yeah,
that
that's what I'm trying to figure out. Who does Doctor Stone?
hold on.
Because this is the same author that does that created Doctor Stone as well.
Yeah,
For
Boichi.
anybody, right? Wait, who
I can tell you right.
studio? I got it, but dog, listen, Omar is smart.
TMS Entertainment. Who the hell is
Oh, I'm
that?
not familiar with them, but Omar, I don't know what Bochi on, babe, but the Marshall King is so.
That
I
hit me on every
and
foot.
it's the way he blends the seriousness of his art style and the gags of it as well. And like it's so
Mhm.
seamless.
Yeah,
Every like I can't I can't believe he's doing this weekly. That's how good the art is.
real,
I can't believe he draws this weekly.
real,
That's how flabbergasted I am. Like
real.
I just the panels that he, and I mean panels of
Upon panels.
detail art within one chapter. Remember, like, bro,
Bruh, literally every chapter, there's be like at least like 3 to 4 pages that could be a poster right now that I put
I
on my wall.
promise you, every week I find something from a chapter that I just grab and scream because it's like I have to share. Like, y'all are y'all seeing this? Like, are people seeing this? No, the Marshall King is it. I brought the whenever that gets an anime, you hear. I'm telling you this now. People are going to flip. The
Real.
Marshall King is it.
That could take the world by storm.
I promise you. I promise you. I promise
Yeah,
you.
Shonen Jump sitting on 3 series
Oh,
right now that's insta bangers. Kagurabashi, Ichi the Witch, and the Marshall
and
King.
the Marshall King. Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
They and then Akane Banashi as well. But we can't talk about that because we don't read that.
Yeah, I
But
don't know about that this weekend,
that's
but
also another huge one that
they just haven't tapped into yet.
soaring right now, bro. Like
Right. Oh, and they still have that. They still have Don to Don.
yeah, down
And
and
that's
down.
just going and that's been huge. They still have Don to Don.
Yep.
And
If you've been living under a rock, Dan the Dan was easily the most popular, well, most talked about anime, I should say, last year.
that
But it also was
and
like
Kaiju.
that was
Kaiju number 8 as well.
yeah, Kaiju as well.
Kaiju number 8 as well.
Yeah, Short and
Um
Jump in very good hands right now. They
yeah, actually
if
that I
anybody
know for
says
real.
they declining, they're lying.
Yeah, no, that they like I know it could have probably looked a bit because again, a lot of stuff ended and no one's really sure like where a lot of the new material will come from or like one of the bigger hits. But they are in solid hand. Oh, and I remember when I don't think were we born in when Boruto Blue Vortex came out?
You know, we missed some. Bray, what? How long has it
We
been?
have so much to discuss. No, listen to me.
We need to have like okay. I give you all a little scoop right now. We need
Uh,
to have we need to dedicate an entire episode to My Hero. We have to send that
we
series off properly.
we do.
I
We do.
wish April was here to
Yeah.
join us. I mean,
I
we could probably hold this off until the last season
I was
comes
gonna
out.
say we could hold that off until
Yeah,
the final season comes
yeah,
out.
we need to do that.
Yeah.
We also need to talk about the spring season, but we could do that next week, if anything.
Yeah, we could touch on that as well.
Yeah,
Cause I haven't really looked and seen it, but you did mention that there was a few you saw that was pretty interesting.
there's a lot.
I'm interested in seeing this Chinese anime you were talking about.
There's a lot coming, Javon. I can send you the trailers for everything. Like this,
Oh,
this.
I keep forgetting the name, but dog. Oh my gosh, it just came out. It recently come out. The opening for it leaked today.
Oh, you mean Oh God, what that called again?
That's what I'm saying.
Hiram the what is it? Oh,
Gachi. What is this?
Gachi Yakudo. Yeah,
Gachi Akuro. Listen.
boy, listen.
That's a manga that I've had on my list for a while, but when I saw it was getting an anime, I was like, all right, cool, I'll hold off. That's typically what I do. If I have it on my list and it gets an
Mm,
anime, I'm gonna wait for the anime just so I can watch it like that. That that looks like it's if you are a Soul Eater fan, that looks like that scratches that itch. That's how that look. That's when I watched the trailer for that. That's the vibe I got. I can't wait for that. That's at the top of the list. I can't wait for that. I
yeah,
cannot wait for that. I cannot wait. That's at the top of my list. But I have to look. I have to dive deeper into what's going on this season.
yeah.
But
We can talk about that another day.
yeah. But before we go though, we have to
Mhm,
talk about this current season. We have to talk about what's going on. But
mhm.
in particular, we have to talk about solo leveling. We
Oh
have to
yeah.
talk about solo leveling. There's
So
and
I
for
just want to
kind of
say one
just
thing. A1 Pictures, they a bunch of evil ass niggas. And the reason why I say that, 'cause anybody who watches
I
Solo
agree. I
Leveling right
agree.
now,
I
you
agree.
must
I
know
agree.
what I'm about to say.
I agree. I agree. I agree.
These cliffhangers
Yo,
suck ass, bro.
they will rule the day. These cliff these
Wait,
solo leveling cliffhangers will rule the day. I promise you. I promise you.
bro, they can't get away with this, bro.
I thought Kaiju number 8 cliffhangers were bad, but solo leveling cliffhangers,
Bro,
they on another level. They on a
if you
whole
don't,
other level.
if you haven't read Solo yet, I
Yeah,
feel sorry for you, bro. Because
on a,
they depriving y'all
of
of
greatness.
wait.
Woo, heat. The
When you
way
read that, they
the
just say
week.
exchange, and
As
then
a
they
matter of
cut
fact,
the block. I say no, bro.
as a matter of fact,
No
let me
way.
say this. Y'all are seeing how we felt having to wait week to week for a chapter to come out.
Oh yeah.
What
Oh
is happening now is how we felt every week, waiting for a
I
chapter.
think this worse. I think this worse.
You think so?
Cause like yeah, because
Yeah.
like they like for us, we was just all we were all at the same place. We were all reading it simultaneously. There wasn't
Fair enough.
anybody to tell us like, listen, like this shit coming next is gas.
Fair enough.
We've
Fair enough.
been teasing these niggas for a whole year, Javon.
Because we've been asking for it.
Telling them they ain't ready for what's coming.
And I have to say
So
though, I appreciate everyone's patience with solo leveling. For those who made it through season 1. Because I've actively said we didn't again, we weren't here when the first season came out. But I actively said that I understood if you watched season 1 and weren't immediately on the solo leveling hype train, or you didn't immediately get why it was so hype. Season 1 is the prologue. It's good. Season 1 is still great, mind you.
mm-hmm,
Let me just say that. Season 1 is still a really good watch. But
mm-hmm.
that's the prologue. Season 2, that's when the story and the anime begins. Let me tell you. That is when everything goes down.
Yep.
That is when we understand who Song Jin Woo is. Let me tell you now. So, for
I think
anyone interested in the series,
yeah.
starting it or thinking of starting it, start it. Get through season 1, get to season 2. You will not be disappointed.
Yeah,
But
my advice though, if you haven't started it yet, wait till season 2 for this, because you will
I'm going to be finished at 12. Yeah,
binge that whole thing in like
yeah,
1 or 2 days.
yeah, yeah.
As soon as
I
that
have a
out,
coworker like that.
you could be mad.
Yeah, I had
Because
a
the
coworker like that
cliffhangers
too.
will kill you.
Yeah, it will, it
They
will.
will kill you.
Yeah, but the only difference is he read the manhwa as well,
Oh,
but
okay.
he was waiting for because he wanted to see certain things.
Yeah.
So I was like season 2, both these, and so that's what I
Yeah.
was that. So I had to go right like that to definitely begin. But it has 2 more episodes. It has 2 more episodes, so it's not too long. So even if you start now, it won't be that bad. But we have to just wait like maybe 2 weeks or like a week, depending on
Yeah.
how you
I'd say
yeah.
wait one more week and then start.
Yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
But what I really wanted to talk about and I want to get into, right?
Hmm.
As we know, this last episode of Solo Leveling, I would like to say had its season one Demon Slayer episode 19 moment.
Oh yeah.
And for those who know, you know what I mean by that,
Yeah.
right? Whereas it had that one episode that collectively had everyone pause and go like, bro, what am I
Yeah.
watching? Like this
Yeah.
is collectively go, nah, this is fire. Like,
Hmm.
nah, I am now super locked in from this point on.
Hmm.
Right? So what I want to ask, I'll get your opinion and I'll tell you how I feel about it, right?
Hmm.
Do you care if series, I don't want to say take sounds like blatant plagiarism and everything. I do, but do you feel
Oh,
like
you
do you
know.
feel? But how do you feel? Because this has been a conversation, and I
Yeah.
understand the conversation, right?
Yeah.
But how do you feel if series,
Take inspiration from
right? Yeah, right, or homage, or even if that's not the case, like see something art that's where it's like, oh, okay, that's fire. Let me do my own version of that, right?
yeah.
Do you care if anime series have arcs that are very closely tied to each other in similarity, or that doesn't bother you at all?
For me, what matters is the execution of it. Like
Uh,
if you take that and you turn it into something that
mhm.
is it doesn't necessarily have to be unique to yourself, but if it changes enough of it and it works, I'm fine with that. Because
Mhm.
like what Javon is alluding to here is that a
Yeah,
lot of
go
people are
hold on to
starting
this.
to
Yeah,
notice that this current arc in Solo Leveling is very reminiscent of an arc in Hunter x Hunter. Um, I'm
the,
not gonna
the
say
from
yeah, the Chimera Ant arc
yeah, yeah. Just
basically.
people, if you've watched something, then you know what it is.
And yeah, and when I read Solo Leveling for the first time, I too noticed this exact same similarity. I was like, this is dead ass like the Baru the Ant King is like Meruem, the Ant King and Hunter x Hunter.
Mhm, mhm.
Um the ants themselves, they're like this super dangerous like new race of people who trying to threaten humanity, and
Mhm.
humanity had to send in the hunters to go deal with them. But
Right, right,
like these niggas like so strong that like nobody could stop them and
right,
so
right, right,
on
right.
and so forth. I understand that,
There are a
but
lot of similarities. Mhm.
my thing is that execution is everything, and Solo
I
Leveling
agree. I agree.
executed this arc of its series very well, in my opinion.
Mhm. Yeah, no,
And
um,
there are enough differences there because, like, for example, well, I can't say this yet, but anyways,
no, but I agree with you. I
yeah,
think me and you are on the same page with that. I feel like the execution of it is what matters, and I feel like
yeah,
there's, and I honestly even I feel like there's nothing wrong with paying homage. It's like,
exactly. Every
yeah,
series has done that before.
yeah, like I say this all the time. Like fairy tale, like so for example, fairy tale, right?
Yeah,
No, not fairy tale. Sorry, Black Clover literally takes tropes of everything that works in
real,
Shaolin,
real.
and they do it.
Yeah,
And I don't think anything's wrong with that. Once it's done well and it is enjoyable, like if it works, right?
yeah,
So like with certain arcs, it's like yeah, there are similarities and everything. Like you can say to a T, like that's you can point back and say, oh wait, that's Kamen arc, right?
yeah,
But I feel like the execution of it matters, and there's nothing wrong with paying homage. That's right, and
exactly.
there's enough differences in it to make it its own thing without
Yeah,
actually saying why that may be the
yeah. Like
case.
you ain't biting them directly.
Yeah, but even though it's like you can't like I understand people saying, okay, well, this is a Chimera Ant arc, right?
Mhm.
Yes. However, this is Solo Leveling's take on the Chimera Ant arc. But
Right.
yeah, so I just had to bring it up because I see it like I literally as I was going and going and going and going and going and going, and that's like see, I like it got more and the conversation got more and more. It's like, oh, people are saying like it's the Chimera because like people just raving about it and say like, and a lot of people going like, yeah, because it's the Chimera Ant arc, and it's like, no, which I mean, listen, if the arc is great, and you have an opportunity to do something just like that,
Yeah.
right? But
I
in your
know.
own way, by
Yeah.
all means,
Yeah.
I have no issue with that. By all means, do what you got to do. Do what you got
Exactly.
to do. But no, that. But the reason episode of Soul Leveling definitely has risen Soul Leveling stock to the point that now everyone gets why. Oh, okay, this
Yeah.
is why people love this series, and I've been
Yeah.
waiting for this anime for so long to
Yeah.
come. But I
And I like that how they set it up to an anime because
yes,
the anime is following the light novel. So there's some
yeah, I noticed
differences
that. Yeah,
between that and the webtoon. And
yes,
like, cause like for example, like the build up to like seeing how strong the S rank hunters are and like where they gauge and whatever. Like for example, like in this episode, when a certain person is like, "Where is your king?" and then he sends the Japanese way. I was
right.
like, "Oh, he's stronger than everybody else." So that's like that might be that's the king there. So he's gonna go fight him.
Yeah, which makes sense.
And that calls back to like the previous episode where they were treating this nigga like he is that nigga, like he had to talk, but like we didn't
Which
really know
was which was the case, right? It was.
exactly.
Yeah.
And to see that acknowledged by this very powerful foe, you're like, see the like. Whereas in the web comic, they had Jinwoo do something that kind of like undermines some things.
Right,
And
right, right,
so
right,
going into this, I
right,
was like,
right.
okay, I see that.
Yeah, no, I've that's
Yeah,
another thing I've liked the changes that they made because they made the changes with the Demon Monarch
yeah,
and stuff like that. So they honestly they're doing a great job.
they're doing a
They're
fantastic.
doing a great job. I know some people here and there have, I guess, said some things about animation, or at least in comparison
Ain't
with the
nothing wrong with no
webtoon, but
animation.
there's nothing wrong.
Just lying.
And that's another topic that we got to touch on, but on a different day. Like
Yeah,
the way, on the flip side of things, even though we love companies like Mappa and Ufotable, the damage that they have done
yeah,
the anime community in
bro.
terms of
I
how
literally,
people view
yeah,
animation as well.
I literally just finished Rawen when they go on my anime list forums about this
That's
same
funny.
thing.
Oh my
Because
god.
one of the anime I gotta force you to watch next season.
Uh huh.
The trailer that they don't have a like a big name studio animating it.
Uh huh.
And so somebody was like, "Oh, the animation looked like shit," and I was like, "Boy, your new age anime fans really
Yeah,
spoiled by
because
Marvel, Affordable, and current day One Piece."
for
Because
I don't understand. Right, current day One Piece. That's another thing, right?
y'all like, I was like, y'all wouldn't have been able to survive in the 2000s.
At all, because you had people trying to already say Sakamoto Days wasn't going to be good based on a leaked opening, not the show,
Exactly.
mind you, not an episode, but based on the animation of opening.
Yeah.
People were ready, and it's like y'all are sick. And then
They
Sakamoto Days comes out and it's popular. It's like what
exactly.
y'all even running on about? Like
Exactly. They
what y'all
just
even talking about? Right?
nobody wants to enjoy
It's
things anymore.
at all. I mean, this isn't an anime, but it's the same thing like for something like Invincible. Everyone was like, "Oh, the animation." This is like,
Oh my,
come on,
don't get me
like,
started on
I'm like,
Invincible.
relax.
Oh
It's
my
not. It's
god.
not bad. Like it's y'all are just y'all. Y'all brains have just been so
They
adjusted
spoil it. They
and
spoil it.
spoiled.
They
Right.
spoil it.
To certain studios doing animation a certain way, then now you think everything is like that. No, like if it's not, this does not mean that
Yeah,
the
like
animation is horrible in a
you
sense,
ain't have
right?
no Shibuya animation, it's trash. If
Come
you
on,
ain't
like
have
you
no
can't have that for
Shibuya
everything. Like
animation, it's
let's
but
be real.
come on, exactly.
You can't have that
As
for
long
everything,
as it's decent, it's fine.
right? Like I said, like not even, as long as it's not season 3 of Seven Deadly Sins, I'm okay.
Boy,
All right, like let me just be honest.
the
If
shit is there
as
for that.
long as it's not see, even with my hero, for as much people complain about the blue skies, I don't care. I'm gonna be. It didn't matter to me,
So
right?
why are they in nighttime? Bitch, shut
It
the fuck.
didn't.
Sorry, that, my bad. Sorry,
My-
sorry
it
about that.
instantly triggered. It instantly
I
triggered.
apologize.
Oh man, but yeah, no, like see that stuff don't mean anything. But before we go though, last question, we gotta end on this. Can I
All right.
pose? I asked this question on Twitter,
Okay.
so I'll ask Azelle. Who do you think Aura farms more, Jinwoo or Gojo?
That's a tough question.
I actually have my answer.
That's a
I
tough
actually have my
question.
answer. But who do you think?
What a sick.
Who is a stronger aura farmer? Jinwoo, Satoru Gojo.
Okay, so I'll give a two-way answer.
Uh, all right.
In universe, I'd say Gojo because Gojo loves to flex on everybody, especially the enemies.
All right.
He loves to let everybody know I am the enlightened one. I don't lose.
Yeah.
like, this
All
is only
right.
gonna go one way.
All right.
Now the other universe will answer. I feel like it gotta be Jinwoo because the fan art, the love that he is get from gals. I feel like
I
he
mean, Gojo gets the same thing though.
Gojo does, but Jinwoo have that bad boy look. Me, Gojo don't look like no bad boy. You know, gals love bad treatment.
Fair enough. All right. Cool.
Jinwoo look like he could
I know
step
white
on
hair.
them.
I know white hair. Don't forget the white hair.
Yeah, but Jinwoo look like he could step on them.
Yeah.
And then after that, he could serenade them right after. Gojo look like he could please you and
Oh,
everything.
what?
Gojo like this appearance. It don't give off like I don't give a fuck about you vibes.
This is not the road I thought this answer was gonna take, but okay.
So it's
But
like I think like in universe is Gojo, out of universe like with us like anime fans, I think it's Jinwoo because even the manners be like that with Jinwoo, bro.
I feel like a lot of pause was needed in that. In
Yeah, pause.
that. I
So,
feel like a lot of pause
but
was needed in that.
niggas
But I
love
get
Jinwoo.
what you said. I get
Niggas
what you
love
said. I get what you said. I
but
get what you
Gojo
said.
is mostly gals.
I get what you said. I get what
Yeah.
you said. But I mean, okay. My answer was Jinwoo. My
I,
answer
I,
was
I
Jinwoo.
you know, I, you know,
Just
you know
because.
why I say Jinwoo
Uh,
in real life as well.
what?
Niggas them literally threw a temper tantrum last week, cause not last week, the week before last,
Uh,
cause this nigga Jinwoo was crying that his mother.
oh yeah,
They was
bro.
like,
I literally had one of my friends come and like tell me why they didn't like the episode because he was doing it. I was like, y'all, bro. I'm like, Kingdom, this was literally the mission field. This was literally what all of this was for.
exactly.
Yet, why can't the dude cry, forget his
He been in
mama?
a
I
coma
don't
for
understand, yo.
years, bro.
I'm like, y'all.
Years.
I'm like, y'all savage, bro. Y'all. Whew, whew. You can't cry for your mom no more. That's crazy. But yeah, that was for me. It's I said like I said when I got dogs, I had to figure it out because I was like, dog. I'm like at the end of this episode, I'm like everyone is dying at that door. The sad OST is now playing Black Iron Barrel going crazy. Then all of a sudden the shadows pop up. Then we pan the Jinwoo. Everything's coat flying in the wind. The stars. I'm like, this dude get up and it's like exchange episode end. I'm like, look at this Oro farmer. It's like now he about to come to this island and react this. I'm like, yeah. I was like, I had to ask. I'm like, who farms Oro more between Jinwoo and Gojo? Because at this point,
That's a good question.
it's like neck and neck for me. But
Yeah.
I do think it's Jinwoo. For everything you said, involved.
Like, Mars was sitting on top of a building on the edge of the
Like,
building.
why you there? Like,
Yeah,
for what reason? What you even there for? Like,
exactly.
how you even get up there? Like, what you even looking at? Like, they ain't even
They
like.
ain't even in the city.
I'm like, bro, I got. I was like, you got it, bro. You got it. You got it. You got
See?
it. You got it. But all right, man, that's it. That's it for the day. I think we covered everything we wanted to talk about today.
Yeah,
We're back. We're here.
yeah,
And we will be here doing this thing. You will be hearing our voices for the
yeah,
remainder of this year and forward. We have a
yeah.
lot to talk about, a lot to catch up on.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we did the people a service today because we had to hop on here and give you guys like help your anime pilot out. So the
Yeah,
next time certain animes come out, I mean got mentioned, you don't look like a deer in the headlights,
yeah, man.
and
We don't
introduce you to some things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't want you to be like them niggas in that video, who was looking mad lost.
Nah. And I do. There's nothing wrong with this. Hey, if you like your mainstream anime, it's nothing wrong with that either. But they're saying,
Yeah,
there's other things out there.
yeah, there's
If you
more
want to try it, you
yeah.
know, there's other desserts.
Expand your horizon,
Yeah, party pilot. Take it one step at a time. But
man.
guys, this has been the Otaku Summit. This has been another episode. Like I said, we will figure out this episode number later, which is
Yeah,
probably going to be the name of this podcast.
yeah.
We will figure out this number later. But this has been Kuba and Ovio Bruce.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that though.
oh my god.
Give me a
Anyway,
hug. Give me a hug. Give me a hug.
anyway,
Give
guys,
me a hug.
we will see you guys next week. And until
Who's
then,
calling my phone?
uh,
Who's calling,
this has been.
who's calling
This
my
episode has been brought to you by the Otaku Summit. I'm ignoring you.
phone?
And like always, everybody stay good, stay safe, and we'll catch you guys later.
Peace, gang, gang.
In
All right, you all know what this is now. This Otaku Summit After Dark.
yes,
Waiting for producers on to close
And
us out.
come out.
So before he ends things, I'm going to say one thing, and one thing only. This is no longer Kendrick's year. This is Drake's year.
God, there we go.
We up. Over here, we outside.
You're gonna have so many people flooding this podcast.
Yeah, y'all had the Super Bowl, but we about to have the World Cup.
Is he really doing it?
Well, we'll see. He's in Barcelona, but we'll see.
All right.
But yeah, Stream Nokia and Give Me a Hug. They're the two main bangers right now.
Somebody to love.
Superman, Spider-Man.
Superman, Spider-Man. Yeah, no. Stream some sexy songs for you.
Yeah, man.
It's really good banger. I was listening to this morning actually. That album is still good. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man.
That album is good.
That was everything, though.
Yeah. I don't know if Jam's there. I think we should just leave. I don't think we have to see where it goes.
I
Just
mean,
let it come back and just meet us gone.
I mean, if we was to leave, like, what did it happen?
Maybe. Or just keep going and people just get to look at the nice background here. That's
That's
it.
true.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Okay, we can do that. Yeah.
Let's go.
Enjoy the background. We'll see you guys next week.
Enjoy your Sunday.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Well, Monday. You'll probably get us on Monday.
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Oh yeah. See, I don't even
Yeah,
remember
see?
our schedule rate. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Tuesday. We will actually. It's Monday. I don't know. We decided on that yet. All right, let me figure that out. We'll also figure that out. On top of naming, figure out the number of this pod later. We'll figure out the name of this shit. But whenever you guys are hearing this, enjoy your day. Hope you had a great day.
Yeah. Later.